Guys, and welcome to the MMOs.com podcast. We are on episode 15, and we're back from a break last week.
It's not a break. It's a hiatus.
A hiatus. All right, so Altai, joined by...
Remo?
Gumble.
Shirelia?
All right.
More like Big Gumble, all right? I want to hear the Big Gumble, not the regular Gumble.
Big Gumble is moody and reviews shitty games. We're in an optimistic mood today.
I want the value meal Gumble, all right? That's just the regular, all right?
So how many have we missed so far? Just 2, right? That makes
yes.
2?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll try to skip missing those.
The reason we were not available last week, I did tweet it, but not too many of our subscribers on YouTube follow me on Twitter, so they probably missed that. We had some cousins over, 2 cousins over, and we had to show them around town, so we weren't really home most of the week.
Yeah. Real life.
The other thing too is that we do record stuff of that week, and we talk about stuff of that week, so we can't really record in advance. Doesn't really work.
Yeah. We do it on every Tuesday. This is like on the spot. There's no pre-recorded shit, guys. This is basically right when we record, we upload it like immediately.
Yep.
We only give you the freshest content, the freshest, the highest quality Kirkland signature content.
The Costco brand content.
Speaking of Costco, I bought some $80 Scotch whiskey at Costco recently.
That is a ripoff.
Jeez.
That is a ripoff.
It better be 16 years aged.
18.
Okay, 18? Okay. All right, give it a try. It's supposed to be like water, so like you put it down.
It's really smooth compared to other whiskey.
It tasted awful, because I don't drink, but our cousin tried it too. And you can't. How do people drink that shit?
18-year-old Jameson is pretty smooth too, but again, expensive like that.
That's pretty crazy stuff.
But anyway, to make the transition, you should drink and play games. It's a whole different experience.
I highly recommend
especially
kids.
competitive gaming.
Do you get that in League a lot, or like Dota? The guys are like, I'm so high right now. And like, that's
sorry guys, I'm high. Sorry for feeding, guys.
It's the best excuse for something.
What's going on, man.
I just had to queue up anyway.
Feeling it.
Worst kind of people, guys. Ruining your promo games. Literally the worst.
So, Sean and Shu. So what do we miss this week? What's a big event this week?
You know where I want to start? I want to start with Moonrise.
Moonrise?
This game
I was thought
supposed
about
to be
that.
Pokemon on PC. And it got canceled after only a few months. And now it's being shut down completely by Undead Labs.
So wait, this never came out though, right? It was just
it came out in early access. So
it was out. It was playable.
And they do own it. But it's shutting down, and according to in a forum post by founder Jeff Strain, he said that people do love the game, which they do if you look at the reviews. It's positively rated, but he said it's just not making enough money for them. I think it was through the cash shop to warrant continuing to host the servers.
Really?
But the thing is when you plan for a game like this, I expect that you plan out financially a few months more than just
you
a
should have
couple
a pool,
months for the game to run.
Yeah,
you need that time for your audience to build up, and I feel like they could have done better with, I guess, advertising, because I'm sure a lot of people didn't even know about it, right?
Well, it also costs money too. Why would people? A lot of people aren't going to play an early access game that's like unfinished, and they shut it down before it even exited. There was no plan to leave early access. Okay, the game did
it have a cash app and early access to pay to get in? Oh,
yep.
All right.
But
well,
at the same time, there are plenty of other titles that have negative reviews and people despise the game, yet they're still running. So I'm just so confused as to what actually went down at Undead Labs.
I'm a little confused too. I'm kind of surprised, maybe, because I mean, I'll host the servers, right? How much could that cost? Like $1?
Bullshit.
Like I don't get it.
I'm calling any company that says, "Oh, we can't support our server costs." Just guess what? The actual hardware alone costs like so little, less than $100 a month for like a dedicated server. So that's all. And if very few people are playing it, the actual hardware cost is so little. So it's not that.
Yeah, I have a theory. What if they're doing this and being like, maybe if somebody picks us up, the game can come out, right? And maybe somebody will be like, man, why is that game with like such good reviews? Like maybe we should pick up development of that game, right?
Or they should just made it free to play. I mean, come on.
Everyone's going free.
Like, why would I even play that game when there's so many free to play options? And it's not like a Nintendo game or like a very hyped up $100 million budget game. No, it's an indie game, and they're trying to sell it to you on early access. So it's not a good recipe.
I don't know. They're also working on State of Decay, and it doesn't bode well for that development project. So it is concerning. But if you do still want to play the game, they are patching it, and they're increasing XP rates. They're adding some Solari, which were the Pokemon-esque creatures you capture, and they're gonna let it ride out till December 31st.
Oddly enough,
2015,
I
and
didn't
shut down.
see free to play on Steam either. I figured like now they're shutting it down. It should be free to play on Steam, shouldn't it?
I mean, you would think so, but I guess they want to milk it. You gotta
Wait,
milk the cow
they can
before
still
it
you
works.
can still
let's-
pay for the
let's-
game?
let's
You
look.
can
Yeah,
still
it's early
buy the
access.
game.
That's
No.
weird.
I can't see the buy button on.
Oh
the
no,
site.
so maybe they removed it.
Yeah.
So it's only going to be available for people who still.
But why not
We're
make it
still
free to
on it.
play until it shuts down? Like that makes so much sense, doesn't it?
Well, as we've learned, hosting servers for
Oh,
players is
so
very
expensive.
expensive.
Yo, guys.
So
I know where the money's going. Look at their swanky office on their website homepage.
Check that shit out.
Oh man,
Whoa.
I want one of
Open
those
air.
desks.
I have one of those desks. You buy from IKEA for like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, mine's an elbow.
Huh.
It's a
Looks
nice
kinda
office.
like that.
Well, they have better feng shui than my room. I'll tell you that much.
Looks like Riot, the newer Riot.
They have a lot of oats. A lot of Quaker oats going on there. That's where the money's going.
Well,
So Undead Labs, I don't know if you could offer us the next. Actually, we do. We think we might have an interview with somebody. So stay tuned. Maybe we can get to the bottom of
ooh.
what's going on at Undead Labs.
All right, hypothesis one, me. They're gonna do only mobile from now on.
No, they're building State of Decay though.
Yeah, that's
It's a
what-
console and
Decay.
PC release.
Yeah.
So what is State of Decay then? Just a zombie game?
So it's another zombie game.
You couldn't tell by the game name?
Is this
just
one?
throwing themselves in that arena.
So is this game out? Yeah.
No.
No.
Is
Oh.
it? Is
Save
it?
the
Let's
Decay. No,
see.
Save the Decay's out. Save the
Oh,
Decay's been
okay.
out.
So
By
maybe
been
you're
out, I
right
mean
then.
like at least a month.
They're gonna pull a Konami and just go straight mobile.
That's my guess.
That's
Bro.
a good guess.
They should just made it free to play and see what happens. Because a lot of these games, like they realize how much more successful it is when it's free to play. Like DDO went free to play, and like it blew everyone's mind. Terra went free to play, it blew everyone's mind how popular it became.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of games that were like
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars too. But that you know they already sold so many copies beforehand too. But a lot of games that were really badly done on pay to play, they some of them really thrived on free. Not everything obviously, but a lot of them did.
Well, let's transition because Guild Wars 2 core game just went free to play.
Oh,
so,
Yeah,
that
we
was
should
a
start
big
with-
story.
Oh man.
This is bigger news.
Let's hear
We
the
should start
drama,
with this.
Gumby. Let's hear the
no,
drama.
this is good transition. It's not just drama. That's people are passionate.
Drop me some drama, Gumby.
What do you mean drop you some drama?
Like the
People
story
are
of how
upset that they.
the release, no, how the release came about, how we found out about the free to play.
Oh well, we found out because IGN leaked a trailer and a tweet saying that the core game was going to go free to play, and we made sure to rip that video right away and put it on the site. So they goofed because it was actually officially announced at PAX. I
It
believe,
was like the next
right?
day, wasn't it?
It was a couple days later. Like
Yeah.
that. It was the leak was Wednesday or Thursday, and the official post came out on Saturday. So the core game is free to play now, which excludes Heart of Thorns, the new expansion. Free to play accounts are restricted with regarding inventory space, character slots, chat functions too. I think, which is kind of odd, and they can
Some
only
really
level to
weird
60.
ones.
They're also adding raids to Guild Wars 2. That was also announced along with the core game free to play aspect.
Here's a
But no
question.
raid finder.
Here's
ever.
a question: did you guys play Guild Wars 2 yet?
No, I've never played it.
Nope, I haven't either.
I've played.
Oh, yeah?
I've played the original.
I played
Yeah.
the original. I played the original. Yeah,
I played the
yeah.
original too.
Yeah.
Maybe we should play.
Oh,
Guild
oh no
Wars 2.
no! I mean Guild Wars 2. I've played Guild Wars 2. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I made a bunch of characters.
Okay,
actually.
now that it's
pretty
free,
fun.
this would be a good Sunday fun day, right?
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, why
I'd
not?
do that.
Yeah.
We can all play
Why-
together. I mean,
Exactly,
the
exactly.
questing system's really fun. Have you guys seen the questing system at all?
Is it like
You don't
Guild Wars 1?
really pick stuff up. It's like you go to a zone, and like a zone will be like, "We're having trouble with this," and it's like it's kind of like it's automatic. It's like you don't
Yeah,
really,
that's
like,
how I think that's how it was in Guild Wars 1 as well. Like if
Yeah.
you just go into enter a zone, you just get quests.
You know, though, speaking of the drama, though, they've been reaching out. It's really funny because they actually posted, like, because you know how, like, a lot of players are going to be really mad at all the new players that are joining, right? Like, because they're already disgruntled that, like, you know, it's going to be free to play, right? So, the Guild Wars 2 devs, they gave all the existing players a Royal Guard outfit along with a plea. Here's a link to
A
the
plea. They're
plea.
begging?
Royal Guard outfit. And the plea was like, guys, please be nice to all the people. You need to show that we're a good community and that you
Now
guys
that I have this outfit.
take this outfit and there's a call to action encouraging players to be friendly faces for the incoming players.
Huh. Yeah, okay. They're all gonna everyone's gonna get flamed.
It's right here at the bottom.
the funny thing is like a lot of people like are upset because they had to pay for Guild Wars 2 and now everyone gets it for free too. Like people are salty about that.
That's every game though.
I know, but like I kind of felt like it was going to go free to play for a while, and I'm not really surprised that it finally did.
Okay. At the same time, the people that played, they bought the game, right? Isn't there like an equivalency where they paid for that year's worth of content?
Absolutely.
They got their money's worth if they've devoted their time and they're still playing.
Well,
Some people are demanding. Some people are commenting, "Oh, give me my refund," blah blah blah. But I don't know if it's necessarily worth it or not. I mean, it's definitely going to revitalize the game. Sorry, go on, Shu.
Oh, I was going to say the other thing I think about is that they want to keep it at the same price point for new players that want to join, because if you keep adding onto it, it's just going to keep stacking. It's like now that really like low barrier to entry buy to play game is gonna like keep stacking on itself until like it becomes like expensive to even buy in.
Yeah.
They're keeping it at the same price that like you have the same buy-in that other people had, but it's like you guys said, they had all that time to play it.
You know what I want to give credit to for Guild Wars? I just read this little release thing. They made it free. Do you know when it goes free to play?
Is it already did.
Okay, so that's a great idea because the expansion is still 55 days away. So they're not segregating the free from the pay. Because I was going to say, if the expansion comes out and then they make it free, then now you have two communities, right? The paying players all in the expansion areas or whatever, right? And then all the noobs in the old area. So the fact that they're going to be in the same area for at least 55 days is pretty cool.
Yeah, and if people stick around to level 60 and buy the expansion, now they're committed players too. They're going to buy the expansion. Now you have a bigger player base for the expansion.
And the free players and the old players can go in together to the expansion.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I remember people were saying like a lot of people holding like ArenaNet to like a really high standard, like, oh, Guild Wars 2 cares about their community. It's buy to play once, that's the best model. They're never going to release expansions because they said like before, we have we're not developing expansion, we're not looking at it right now. I can't predict the future, but right now we never have to do it to support the game today. So a lot of people thought when they first bought the game, they will never have to buy another game. It was kind of like built to them as like this is a one-time purchase and never again. But then boom, expansions
kind of like
along.
even that there's no paid expansions.
Yeah, essentially that was kind of what was promised, like vaguely. That's what developers said earlier, but that didn't pan out because they're like, wait a minute, we can make money every couple of years.
I give them a pass. I mean, it's been so many years, right, since it came out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Not only that, dude. It's like, dude, get over yourselves. They need money. Do you want the game to keep going? If you do, then pay the money, like show that you support them, and shut the hell up. Like if you care about the game, then why are you upset that they need more money to expand the game? I mean, that's just how the world works. You can't expect them to just develop it for free.
That's true.
They have to pay for their families too. It's like.
But they do have a cash shop too. I mean, they make quite a bit of money from their in-game cash shop too. So it's not strictly one-time purchase.
But I mean, think about like how much content they're adding.
Oh yeah, of course, a lot.
In the new expansion, it's like you're getting a one-shot like injection of like a ridiculous amount of content, and it's like I feel like that's worth it if you actually care about the game, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this whole free to play, there should really be no reason for people to complain about the free to play version because like people that really are the hardcore players are all going to buy the expansion anyway. So the free users aren't really hurting the community. It's actually making it better.
How much is the expansion anyway? What, $40? 50, 60? What are we at?
Not sure. Didn't it get leaked or something?
The price got leaked a while ago.
Amazon?
The official price should be out by now too. We can pre-purchase it already. I'm gonna look. $50.
$50?
$50.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to
$100.
pay sub. You don't have to pay subs, so it's
Well,
like
up to $100. What do you get for $100?
$50, whatever, man.
That's the ultimate package, right? You get
You
some.
get more armor.
you get some nonsense, some in-game like $50 worth of in-game gems too, so like cash up stuff and some other goodies. An additional character slot. Ooh. It's already.
I mean, I give them a pass though. I mean, they could be doing far scummier things. I mean, there's far scummier things going on right now.
Devilian.
Right?
$150.
So why don't we go into that? What's going on with Devilian? That's
one more thing before. It's funny. I was saying earlier, like a lot of people are complaining that like, oh, somebody can get the game for free that I had to pay for. That's like some weird human psychology shit right there. Because think about it, like, imagine like you bought a computer, right, for like $2,000, right, and then all of a sudden, like, let's say next year your brother gets one entirely for free. Like a lot of people will be like salty about that because like they had to pay and then somebody else got it for free even though it doesn't affect them. But like they find the reason to bitch about it.
Well, yeah. It's like once you pay for it,
Everyone else has to pay
you're
for it.
entitled and nobody else can have it.
But you already got what you paid for, you know?
No,
Like,
no.
I don't
You
see
paid
their
for
argument.
exclusivity.
But you got everything you paid for, and then and whatever you want.
No, I agree with you. I'm just saying that's like the
Yeah.
mentality. Yeah.
Jealousy
I
is a
bet you
strong
these-
emotion.
I bet you these people who are being mad about it, they're sitting at home right now, like pirating some shit, getting it for free when other people paid for it.
Yo,
You know,
I bet they share somebody's Netflix account.
Yeah, we share Netflix. It's the best thing to do.
Yeah, me too. And HBO now.
As long as you like justify to yourself that pirating isn't stealing, you're okay. Okay, just as long as you morally justify it.
We could have a philosophical argument about art and sharing another time.
Yeah.
That'd be a good podcast, right? I'd love to have a podcast on copyright.
We can sneak it in towards the end of this one. All right, why not?
I got to brush up on that Economist that came out recently.
Oh.
That's actually right here. Innovation. Set innovation.
Free. Yep. All right, let's move on to Devilian, guys.
Scummy money funding tactics.
Guys, Devilian and these goddamn founders packs. I've had enough of founders packs already. All right, they're literally the cancer of the gaming world.
Let's give an overview. Let's give an overview of the fantastic pack. Devilian's founder packs start at $49.99.
The Silver Edition.
And that gives you access to beta events.
That's it.
That's it.
No, not even all the beta events. Just some of them.
Just some. Yeah, we have that.
it's a free to play game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't forget the 2-day
What the
head
hell?
start, guys. Actually,
I can grind the Korean game for
the
2
only
days before everyone else
cool.
can.
What's really cool about it, I actually like the corgi pet. It looks cute.
And then, the next one, the next tier is $100. The mid-range tier, $99.99.
what?
That's a gold tier.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, that's the gold tier. That gives you an alpha invite, right? The alpha invite will give you 24/7 access.
There you go. $100 get
servers.
24/7. You can't even play beta every single time. Unless you pay $100. 50 gives you access to some of the betas.
No, you don't get alpha with the gold. Only with the obsidian.
Really?
Yeah. So the
Here we go. We have the
150.
site right here.
Yep.
Wait,
I liked
if
it.
the gold is 99,
Ah.
how much is the obsidian?
149.99. So 150.
Unbelievable.
Dude, does the game blow you up? That's obsidian.
Right?
No, you get the polar bear mount.
While you're installing it, it's blowing
But
you.
you get the Harbinger title, guys. Oh yeah, you do get a polar bear
It's
mount.
also called the sucker title.
All right. You know what they should include in every founders pack? Like, I'm not even kidding right now. They should, a nude patch. All right.
Ooh.
Think about it. All right. I think more people would buy it if like you get official, not like the third party nods you got to download, change your models and shit. I want an official nude patch. All right.
It
I like
gives
how you
the
gave a
new
small
patch.
description.
I mean, in defense of these games, these founder
Yes.
packs, nobody's being forced to buy these.
Obviously.
No,
you know,
that's
I mean-
completely true.
I mean, why not? Why if they want to subsidize me playing for free and never paying a dime, let them do it.
I
That's
agree
fine.
with that too.
That's 100% true. And but the more amazing thing is that somebody is purchasing.
Yeah. God bless.
Founders
God
packs.
bless.
God bless. I mean, if I had,
I
the
want to
money-
know, dude.
You know, this sounds like my brother kind of sounds like a minute ago he was like, someone is jealous because like this computer. Oh, he's getting a free computer. All right, so these guys want to charge $300. Let him do it. Who cares?
Oh, absolutely. I think a lot of game developers realize like MMOs have a lot of hype behind them, more so than other games, don't you think? Like the hype train on MMOs is huge, and they realize that when the game
Well-
comes out, it's shit. So they might as well monetize the hype rather than the game.
all
You-
games
you know-
have hype though.
Yeah.
You know what though? If one of you that's actually like listening to this podcast actually does buy like this Obsidian 149, like can you email me? Because I wanna talk to you. I wanna interview you or something. I just wanna know why. You know.
Dude, it's all
the
for this
game's even
polar
out
bear
yet.
mount.
You don't know if the game is shit yet. Even like, why are you spending $150 on a game that is you might even like it after like a week? Like,
Well, in this game's defense, it's been out for a few years, right? So I mean,
Korea.
if you're hardcore, you can probably try it on a Korean server or a Chinese server.
okay, so why are you paying for beta access on the American server and you can play on the Chinese server for free?
Well, because you get the polar bear mount.
You're already hardcore.
I
Well,
think
I
you're
wanna
forgetting.
know, man.
You're forgetting this polar bear mount.
Yeah, I see the polar bear mount.
Is it a good
You also
looking
got the
polar bear?
talisman Ninus.
Yeah,
10%
10%.
dungeon reward.
No, 10%
Oh.
quest experience.
10% is 10%.
In a lot of games, you can get like 100% like XP boost. That's even better.
So is this temporary or like permanent? This
Great
experience.
question. Great question.
It doesn't matter. All right, anyway.
I have no idea how talismans work in a game that's not out yet, so kind of difficult to judge.
Well, moving on from these rip-off Founders packs, right? I'm never gonna get over these. First of all, anybody know when these started? I kind of like the first one I remember was Neverwinter.
Neverwinters was so expensive,
And they made
dude.
so much money from it, but were they the first? I don't think so.
They
I
give you a
remember-
custom race though. That was like a big deal. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, like if you compare it to like the mount and
A
stuff, I mean, the
polar
mount
bear
is
mount.
cool, but it's a fucking like you get to play it. Well, it was like the drow too, wasn't it? It was like a
Yeah.
big deal. I think it was a drow, and you know
That's how it was.
everyone's hard for Driz, you know. So it's like it's a big deal being able to be a drow. So it's like I can kind of see like you being like, I really want to play a drow, and it's exclusive, you know. And you know you get into the server and you're like, you know, like you're a big dick drow, and no matter what, anyone who sees you, it's like, damn, dude, that dude's a drow. Cool.
Don't know if that's worth like the Founders pack money, but I mean, at least it feels a little more exclusive.
Yeah,
think-
I mean, you know.
We can expect an editorial trying to figure out when Founders Pack started.
Yeah, think about
That'd
it.
be a good one. And also,
It
like
is a good
listing the
one.
most expensive ones throughout.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to see $1,000 Founders pack.
Oh, you mean Star Citizen?
Yeah, there you go.
First-
Starts as a $20,000
They
Founders
they
pack.
perfected that model.
They perfected
It's
the
true.
hype monetization model. All right, they monetized the idea and the hype more than like the game.
That is so ridiculous, dude.
The game can already never live up to expectations unless it's like the next WoW and League of Legends combined. It can never live up to like the hype and expectations. It's impossible.
All their modules, it might be.
Oh, they'll have a mobile module too. You know, it'll be like League of Legends.
The MOBA module.
They'll have a Counter Strike Go module. They'll have a Street Fighter module. Might as well put all the shit in there together.
We were gonna release the single player campaign 49, whatever it's called, but we decided to go a different route and give the
MOBA
players what they
module.
want. Give them the MOBA module.
All right. Well, moving along. This is really before we go to Star Citizen. All right. There's this really cool trailer I want you guys to see right now. And
Let's see it.
all right, first of all, just soak this in. All right, everybody watch this. Put this.
Better
in
be
there.
Blizzard quality cinematic.
All right. This
Oh,
is
I
called
actually-
Lawbreakers.
Oh, I saw
Did see
this.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. This is an FPS
awesome.
game that actually gets me like kind of interested. Like, Overwatch looks cool too, but it's kind of like a squad based, like almost like mobile like. This is like a more traditional shooter, and it looks really insane.
Really,
It's
you think
Attack on Titan though, dude.
Take a look at this shit.
Right?
I want to freaking grapple around with a.
Oh, there's a physics going on here.
Yeah, I want some pistol grappling. I want some knifing. I want some laser guns.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? For some
Try-
weird reason.
Tries for me only because it's like got the crazy mobility.
I wasn't. No.
He's
never
shooting
mind.
behind. Did you see that? He shot behind him.
So,
Look at that. Look
How
at
does
this
that
next
work?
little
Is there
mechanic.
like that's weird.
Yeah, I want to shoot somebody behind me.
I like the gravity in this game. It's like you fall so slowly.
Can you guess who's publishing this?
Based on
Nexon.
really? Wow.
I told you guys, Nexon is making a big push into America. I mean, I wrote an article on Nexon, MMO Investor, and they said they're making a big push into America in the next couple of years. So expect a lot more games from them.
So is this like the fifth FPS by Nexon this year, like announced?
I'm
They
not sure
have-
they're developing. I think they're publishing it.
But well, even publishing because they have the new combat arms, right?
Yeah, but I haven't heard shit about the new combat arms in ages.
Yeah, I think it's like for Europe only or something. And then there's the Ghost in the Shell one,
Mhm.
and now this.
oh, I want that game.
Yo, Ghost in the Shell Online, yeah.
This game looks good though. It looks really good. Lawbreakers.
Yeah. There's also this useless CGI trailer. Like if you're interested in the story of Lawbreakers, you know, you can watch this.
It's like being
Yeah.
interested in the story of Counter Strike.
It's literally useless. Like why they make this trailer? Like think about it. Like why? Nobody cares about like any content of the story. It's literally an FPS game. You're gonna go to the lobby or queue up and play. All right, that's it.
Did we talk about ASTA last time? I forget. It's been like 2 weeks, right?
I think we did. Oh, AST. No.
I don't
ASTA.
think so.
Okay, so ASTA. That's what I want to talk about.
All right.
So speaking of like games like Devilian, right, that were out for a while and then they shut down in Korea. ASTA is like it was announced in 2010. It came out like in 2013 or something, and then shut down in Korea. And then now it's coming to America
It
randomly.
shut down in 2013 in Korea.
Yeah.
What the
No,
hell?
no, it shut down this year. Like
Okay.
a week. It shut down 3 days after it was announced it was coming to America. Just think about that.
Why?
So
Why not?
Oh,
so now it's coming to America. How much sense? That makes as much sense as Devilian, right? And
At
this
least the
game
didn't shut down yet. I mean, it's still going in Korea and China.
No, didn't it shut down in Korea? Didn't we announce that?
They said temporarily.
Oh, was it
they're switching
temporary?
publishers
Oh, all right.
because Han Game was the Korean publisher, and apparently they're making a big push towards mobile. So they weren't getting along apparently. and they
Okay,
moved-
so it's not that bad. It's not as bad as Asta then.
a game shutting down. Like, if the developer is closed, like it's like Ragnarok 2, which shut down in Korea. You knew from that moment on the game wasn't going to make it. All right, when it loses its home country, it's gone. It's done. It's a bad omen.
Has there been a game that has actually survived out of its home country? Like that?
Let's think about it. Some of the more popular games. There's probably a couple examples out there, but I mean, it's
I can't think of one.
all right. Any MMOs at least? Well, every MMO comes out of Korea, so let's see.
Well, no, Ragnarok Online. Ragnarok Online 2. Didn't that shut down in Korea and like
it's
Asia, and it's still up in America?
Yeah, nobody plays it though.
People,
But it's still up.
It's
That
up.
counts though. That counts.
counts,
That
that
counts.
counts.
That's not successful though. We said
Oh,
successful.
did we say successful?
We didn't say successful. We just said up.
Oh, there's plenty of them. How long will it be up? Let's be real. How long do you think it'll be up?
What?
Ragnarok
RO2?
Online 2?
I mean, at least
That
another
game
year or
failed
two.
in every way possible.
Okay, do you know how many people are online right now in Ragnarok Online 2? In
I
the
do not.
whole world.
163.
163. Yeah, you look
Well,
at
according to
the same-
Steam.
No,
the
that's just Steam
charts-
though. Who?
There's more. There's more than just Steam charts.
Yeah,
I'd say double.
I would say
even
most
more.
people who play don't play through Steam for that game.
I think they do.
In America,
no,
they do.
No, I don't think they go to Warp Portal or whatever.
Nobody plays off that shit.
Yo.
Okay,
Even if
all right.
you say Steam, I mean, there's more people on MUDs than.
All right, guys. Right now, question for the podcast people listening in. All right, if you play Ragnarok Online 2 or have ever played it, I've played it before. And I played it on Steam. Did you
didn't
play
want
it
to.
through Steam or did you play through their own like
That's
Warp
not
Portal
fair.
launcher?
Our audience is definitely biased and Western.
I
No,
use
I'm thinking
Warp
like
Portal.
Indonesia or
Yeah, 'cause-
Malaysia.
Yeah, because
Or-
remember the current server for RO2 is a global one, right?
Yes.
So, like Sean just said, a lot of the people who played overseas aren't logging in through Steam.
I still think most of them are going through Steam. Look at the Steam chart I just sent you. Like, look at the player base decline. How quickly it declined.
Well, yeah, among the Steam users.
Yes. And people in Indonesia and stuff, they use Steam, don't they?
No,
Why wouldn't they?
they don't know what that is. they use Garena, boy.
Garena.
Come on.
But still, I think worldwide, a lot of people still use Steam, especially a game like this, which is global.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. Is how far is Steam's influence around the world? Because there's plenty of other platforms.
I think you're
available for
overestimating.
launching games.
Yeah, I think my brother's overestimating Steam overseas.
But I mean, it's either
I have
this
a
or
similar
Warp Portal.
feeling.
I'm gonna go to the Ragnarok Online 2 forums. Let's see if there's any activity on here. All right.
All right, well, all right. You take a look at that.
Let's take a quick migration then. We can come back.
Mhm.
So PAX 2015 has been going on, which is
That's
where a
the
lot of
big
this news
news.
came from. That was
Yeah.
actually the big news, and we just totally glossed over it.
Whoa, we talked about Guild Wars 2, which is
We did. So just everything that we just talked about was under the umbrella of PAX 2015.
Yo,
I just learned that PAX stands for Penny Arcade Expo. I'm sure everyone else knew that, but
No, I'm saying 50% of people knew that.
okay. Well, now the other 50% knows that.
Now we're all in the loop.
So the big
I
thing.
got something
that-
for PAX. Oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Sorry. Now you
No,
go. ahead.
I didn't have anything, so go on.
Oh, how do you guys feel about Atlas Reactor? I mean, what were your reactions to that game?
My reactions are it looks cool because it's actually unique. Like it's not just another shitty MOBA, you know. It's not another FPS game. It's trying to create a genre of its own almost.
Yes.
I'm so excited for that because it's like it's new, you know.
I'm excited about the idea, not the game, because I haven't actually seen until I played. I don't really know what it is. Do you know what it is?
So this is
It's like-
another game by Trion, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a it's kind of XCOM-y.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
It looks like XCOM.
It looks like Borderlands to me.
But what happens is I believe so the turns actually take place at the same time. So like you can actually like you have to try to read like what the enemy is gonna do. Like are they gonna like move so then like you won't shoot them?
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I mean, it's in
Trying
the
to
trailer and
predict.
stuff too. It
So,
looks
so
really
bigger
cool.
picture. It's a turn-based
Yeah.
strategy game, but the turns happen at the same time.
Yes. It's
Yes.
always your turn.
Simultaneous turn-based.
It's always your turn.
That's kind of cool.
yeah, that's their slogan.
It sounds really cool, but until I see it and like feel it, like it doesn't mean anything. Just I do want to give them points for making something unique, but until I play it, I have no idea what to expect.
By the way, the alpha, you can sign up for the alpha right now, and you might get lucky enough and get in.
I see.
Alpha came out yesterday or 2 days ago.
Trion Worlds. If you work at Trion Worlds, email me BetaKeyPlux.
Yeah. 4 plugs.
This
I'll-
seems like
I'll
the
send an
right.
email.
This seems like a good game for you, Shu. I know you're into the XCOM.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm really into that. So hopefully I get it and I can give you guys all the
Yeah,
if
the
it's
deets.
allowed.
Yeah, it probably will be.
No, I don't think there's an NDA, so it should be
If
fine.
it's allowed, I will. They let me in. I will let you guys know about the game.
I'm not a fan of NDAs. I feel like every game should just let you put the shit up online anyway, because people do it anyway. Like people break the NDA,
Yes.
so why not just let everybody break it? It's like
Um,
stupidest thing.
Trion?
No, like NDAs in
Put
general.
me up?
Oh yeah, NDAs in general, I'm not a fan of. I feel like it's silly. It's a
I
silly.
don't think many companies still use them. So
Oh no, Gigantic used one. They said you can't put anything up during their alphas and stuff, which again I thought was pretty silly.
that is pretty silly. I agree.
It's like it's kind of like you're losing out on publicity by doing that, because a lot of people, you know, they want to know what your game is about, and that's going to advertise on phone.
Companies that use
Think about
NDAs
how many
still do it.
videos.
Yeah,
All press is good press.
exactly.
No matter how many bad articles you write about Star Citizen, people still support it. So all press is good press.
Star Citizen is a perfect example of that.
Doesn't matter. You point out flaws everywhere.
Yo, have you guys updated? Have you all updated Windows 10 yet? Are we all on the Windows 10 boat?
I am.
No, I'm not on Windows 10 yet.
Not yet. Shoot, what about you?
I don't trust yet.
Why? It's worth it, dude. It's nice.
I know we talked about this last time, right? I'm so in favor of forced updates. I mean, I wouldn't do 10 yet because this is still a beta preview for 10. But when it
Is it
actually
beta?
comes out,
Isn't it released?
no, it's not. It's like a I don't know. They have a word for it, but it's not full release.
Pre-alpha.
No,
Early access.
No,
Early
it's-
access Windows 10.
But you know, like, doesn't Apple on your phone after a while doesn't it force you to update your iOS?
I think it
believe
does.
So.
You sure?
You know why I haven't updated? It's not apprehension. The only reason I haven't updated is because I've been busy. I'm busy. I don't want to take the time to update.
But you click one button, this does overnight. You know, you're Gucci.
MMOs.com
It never sleeps. All
is more
right?
important than upgrading.
MMOs never
Windows
sleeps,
10.
all right?
Yo,
That's right.
MMOs.com is going to PAX next year, right? I'm calling it.
Yo, it'll be fun.
Yo,
It would be fun.
shoot, would you come with us? Would you go? We can all go.
Next
I-
is
I-
it around this time next year?
I think it's a little early, guys. To
Yo, I'm making the
No,
plan.
we're
right?
doing it.
Which
Hey man,
hotel we're
mommy
staying
can
at,
go
boys?
too.
Yeah, Jay will
Mommy can
come.
go too. Yeah.
all right, well, all right. Let's plan a year ahead. Right?
Guys, which hotel are we staying at? All right, we're going cheapy McCheap. We're going to sleep on the floors.
No, Airbnb. Don't worry, we got this.
Airbnb. Yeah, we can get one hotel room and just all sleep on the floor.
No, we got this. We
Who's
got
sleeping in the bed?
Oh no, I got it. We all sleep in the bed together.
That's what I thought.
I remember
Have you guys
Bodzak.
ever had? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We had this one idea because there's like these two beds in this one hotel we stayed at, and we went to BlizzCon with like so many people. So my friend is like, we should just get both beds and turn them like horizontally so they're wider, and then put them together and then we can all go in there.
That's a good idea.
It is a good idea, isn't it? Everybody
Yes.
gets a bed. It's nice.
And you snuggle, you're warm.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, if you all spooning each other, you can all fit on the bed.
The genius.
All right, that's MMOs.com way. All right, we're doing it next year.
Have you guys ever experienced like the ghetto? Have you had the ghetto con experience?
All my hotel experiences are ghetto. We always book the cheapest hotel. We always book like 10 people to a room. We have never had like a non-ghetto experience here.
Oh my god.
What about you?
Oh, one year when I went to go meet up with a bunch of Ragnarok online people, and like we went to their hotel room, and there was two of them, and one of them smelled like weed, and they're playing Smash Brothers, and then the other one smelled like hot ass. It's the best way to explain it.
Like damn, that's a hot ass, or like
Yeah.
really smelly, sweaty
like,
ass.
like the not good kind
Okay,
of
the sweaty,
hot ass.
smelly ass. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good topic for you guys. Meeting people that you met in games online. How does that work for you guys?
Pretty good.
We
Yeah,
met.
not bad.
Not bad. No stories.
No, we
I
ended
don't
up
do it
just playing
anymore.
video games in the same room. It was what we were already doing. And we were like, why did we all come here? Yeah, it wasn't that special.
Well, we met some random Dota people on sale, which was kind of cool. Did you know that we met any of those people beforehand or no?
I had met a few of them. Most of them, no.
Most of them you didn't.
No, yeah, most of them.
And afterwards, we all add each other on Facebook, and I've never talked to them.
Yeah,
alright?
me neither.
I have like all those kids we met in Seattle on Facebook, and not one message, not even an attempt.
Isn't that how most Facebook friendships work? You add each other and don't talk to each other.
Yeah, right.
Pretty sure.
That's how it rolls. Yeah, we gotta play. We all gotta play Sunday Fun Day for Touch as well. That seems like a winner of a game.
I like touch.
What is touch?
I
What
like
game?
the touch. It's a rhythm game.
Yo,
It's
link
a
me a
browser
bit.
rhythm game. All right, hold on. We have a full review on MMOs.com actually.
Oh,
So
that's
it's a
not-
dancing game. I love my dancing games. All right.
It's very kawaii.
Yo, Shu, have you seen my Shu and Sean? You guys have you seen my trolling video on 5th Street?
Yes. I knew about those mechanics.
Yeah, I did.
I had fun with that one. That one worked out quite well.
We did a
Sunday Fun Day for that one.
Sunday for that too. Yeah.
Yo, Sunday Fun Day. The MMOs team meets again for round 2 for Touch U. We're playing some Touch.
I like Touch. I like the Touch a lot. What did I give Touch? Let's see.
There's some videos on the page, Sean linked, but I sent the video too.
I feel like these games. So you said this is browser, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, browser.
Okay, that's good. I was gonna say there's no need for a game like this to be like a download client.
No, they do have a separate downloadable client you can use, but it's just launching the browser in its own window, so it's not really a client or anything. And it's really fun. Like for a rhythm game, it's really fun. It's just really simple. The arrow lights up, little circle coalesces on the arrow, and you got to time it right. You know, it gets really hard, really fast too.
The best rhythm game will always be Osu.
Osu is really popular.
All right, it's next on your list, Sean.
Osu.
Osu's like not really an MMO, at least like in Touch and 5 Street. Like you have the multiplayer experience. You walk around. Like, do you consider like those games? They're barely multiplayer if you talk about Osu.
Yo, Osu's a classic. I don't care what you want to call it. It's an awesome game.
It's like an arcade game, you know, like when you play like Asteroids or Centipede or something, and like
that's
the
an
high
MMO.
score.
Come on.
The high score does that make it an MMO?
The high score list makes it an MMO.
Yeah, it's a multiplayer.
According to the brilliant definition on MMOs.com, it could be argued.
Well, this is the most useless trailer to watch because like I watch trailers muted for the podcast, and this is like a rhythm game, right?
It's good.
So without the music, it's pointless. I'm turning this on.
You don't get to meet up with people in that game, though, right?
There's
no.
Oh yeah. There's no like virtual world the same way there's in 5 Street.
Yeah, I don't know if that qualifies as an MMO then.
On Osu, yeah, definitely. Osu, I'm not sure. I'm not still on Osu being an MMO, but we'll review it nonetheless.
Haters.
Have you played Osu?
Not really, but I've played similar games. Like I've played like the actual like DS one. So no to the actual one.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the first look for Touch and Music Man Online. 2 music games I got to cover. Music themed games. I'm surprised there's so many of them because they're never really that popular, at least in America. People love playing these games in Asia.
Touch Online is a big Indonesia.
Yeah.
Speaking of Indonesia fan base, and most of the people I met in the game didn't speak English, so we just communicated through emoticons.
Oh yeah,
we had some deep conversations.
Deep conversation with the emoticon. I like that shit. Right?
Although the conversation had to end because I couldn't afford the emoticon I wanted to use. You have to buy it. So
you have to buy the emoticons.
Yeah, some of them you do. You gotta buy them.
Is there a humping one?
God,
Can I signal I want to hump?
Yeah, of course you can, and because you can get married, so you got to hump to get married.
Of course. Actually, I think in 5 Street you can have a child in 5 Street. I think. There's a love shack, all right, in 5 Street, all right. You gotta get to the love shack, and then you can get a kid, I think.
So is there like the hot RP there? Like you go there and then
you see my hot RP? I have an amazing RP in 5 Street.
Was it better than Lucent Heart?
It was pretty good. It was pretty up there, right? I had a pretty good experience. I was lucky that I found somebody to play along with me to have fun.
I'm thinking I didn't see the same video.
No, I seduced somebody on. It was called Looking.
I'm gonna watch this later.
What do you guys think, guys? A series called Looking for Love, and I just troll on these dating and dancing social sites.
Why limit yourself to just dating ones? Come on, real love is in any game.
Yeah, real love is in Tinder, all right?
Yo, it's true.
So, any good Tinder experiences for us, Sean?
Well, this week, as you guys have heard, we were out and about the town, and our town happens to be Sin City, Las Vegas. So there's a lot of tourists. So the Tinder market is pretty big. You know, there's always new. Every time you refresh, there's new people. So you know, I expended all my swipe rights on all the cute girls. I had a few bites, but
few nibbles.
Yeah, and one girl started talking to me, sending me pictures of like what she was doing, and she was literally at one point one night she was literally like 10 minutes away from me. But I just pussied out. I couldn't do it.
GG.
Damn it.
You can at least like give her a dick pic, right?
Really, it's the polite thing to do.
Guys, we should do a Tinder challenge, all right? Who can get news first wins, all right?
That's actually I think what Tinder's for, really, like trolling.
I think I'd get in trouble if I come.
Yeah, that's a bad idea, guys.
That's a bad idea for Gumby.
Let's swing it back. I got an idea. A Tinder for MMOs. So you know how we have like a random button? Instead, it'll be a swipe right or swipe left. So like a random game pops up, and then you can either click an X or a check mark. Huh?
Yeah, but we need someone to design that algorithm so that so that it realizes what to show you next.
Yeah. It's basically.
So anybody out there who wants to design an algorithm,
Yo, I'm telling you, think about
the
it.
low price of nothing.
If you want to be the next app billionaire, just make a Tinder for games.
It's gotta match like a guy and a girl in a game, though.
No. You're dating the game. Forget the dating, like actual people.
You're dating the game.
What does that mean?
It's just to help you find a game.
Right.
But aren't you
Instead
already
of a
kind of doing
random
that?
What?
Aren't you kind of doing that if you keep clicking the random MMO button?
Yeah, but this would be if you say no, it'll give you less games like that. If you say like if you like that game, like I already played this, but I like it, and it'll give you one based on that. So it learns.
Learns.
I mean,
Well, but let's say like a game comes up that you've already played. You can click no, right? It's gonna give you any, but you really like it, right?
there'll be a button for that. Like this, I like
Oh,
games
so now you
like
have
this.
Tinder's got 2 buttons. Now you want to add a 3rd button. You want to click I like it, but I've played it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Like,
or I like
imagine
it.
on Tinder, you get a girl you've already been with.
All right,
You don't want to swipe right again. But there has to be a third option.
There is no 3rd option though.
I know.
But I mean, yeah, we gotta make some love happen in these games, all right? Gotta make some money off this somehow.
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know about this. So I wrote a few weeks ago about trolling in games, like bad behavior, and like how some games today take it too far. Like Blizzard doesn't even allow like all chat.
Mm-hmm.
So EverQuest 2, it's an old game now. I think has the best system I've seen so far for dealing.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Cool.
So here's what they do.
Oh, was that the jail server?
Yeah. So all the troll BM players
yeah.
are moved permanently to a separate server, which they cannot leave. Like they cannot transfer out.
There's no customer support.
Yeah, and the
There's
server has no customer
moderation.
support and no moderation. So all the trolls get to play with each other. How awesome is that?
It's like
pretty
MMO
smart.
Australia.
I feel like I would choose that server from the get go. It seems awesome.
The misfits.
Yeah,
The
anarchy rules on that
trolls.
server.
I think I would do that too.
So yeah, the
It'd
server's
definitely be
called
more fun.
server's called Drunder, and basically it's got no customer support and anything goes.
I actually kind of like that because I feel like even like the trolls, the hackers, people that like are racist and shit, and they get banned for it, they would like that more too. Because like, don't lose your character. Keep playing the game on your own shitty server. You know.
Yeah, and play with people like you. They'll probably be happier there.
Like-minded people. Yeah. You play with
Yeah,
their
they'll get
ass.
along.
Definitely the best idea
Yeah,
though. I think
like
it kind of piggybacked the idea of Dota 2 with the low priority matchmaking.
Yeah. So in Dota, people basically play if you queue and you're a chronic like a mean person or whatever, or racist, or you leave
Yeah,
games.
you get reported, you leave.
Yeah.
You're just one of those players.
You end up with 9 other people like you in your own separate queue, so you don't like pollute the real player base. So these are innovative ways to deal with this problem rather than just like using the hammer, which is just ban, or like or just restriction of a feature for everyone. So
I think it's smart.
yeah.
Really cool system.
I mean, because they get to play still. Everyone's happy.
But
They can curse as much as they want.
But they're not really happy because everybody hates playing these low priority queues in Dota 2. So maybe the EverQuest 2 server will have better success.
I think
But
so.
everyone hates low priority. Because you're playing with other, like, nobody's cooperative, you know?
That's true.
Dude, what if you had a toxicity elo?
Oh, that'd be good.
Like you had and then it dynamically matches you, like, with
Equal toxicity.
equal toxicity. At least it tries to, right? As much as possible.
It weighs that and you're rating together to come up with like a fair game.
Yeah.
I mean, I say just ban them all in MOBAs. Don't let them pollute the MOBAs. In MMORPGs, I'm fine because if they're being toxic, it doesn't really affect me anyway. But in a MOBA, they really do kind of ruin your game.
Speaking of EverQuest, I think we talked about this, right? John Smedley left.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
And he made his own company, which hasn't been named yet.
Also, I was gonna say on the design decision wise, somewhat design related. With the, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Nice.
EverQuest 2 is their
Threw me off
servers are
guard.
being consolidated.
Really?
Yeah, they're
didn't hear about this.
moving. It's just because it came out today.
Oh.
If you go to MMOs.com, you always get the most up-to-date news.
All right, I should do that.
Oh.
There we
Should
go.
do
I got
that,
it. Right. On pay
I
to
see.
win. I have a pay to win design question for you guys.
All right, go ahead.
If a game is pay to win, but it has no PvP, like you can just buy power, is it pay to win? There's no PvP though. How do you feel about that?
Pay to win refers to the win state. So if the win state is, say, beating some boss and you can buy the powers to beat the boss easily, then yeah, why wouldn't it be pay to win? Pay to win doesn't just refer
Yeah,
to
I
PvP.
agree.
But
It's about the win state.
Would that be like a turnoff for you though, as a gamer?
Kind of be boring, wouldn't it?
But say that again. I wasn't listening.
All right, if a game has no PvP, right?
Okay, no PvP.
But you can buy gear, like
buy
really powerful
gear.
gear in the store.
Okay.
Would that like turn you off from the game?
No, it's
Yeah.
funny that game exists.
Yeah.
It's called Ascend Hand of Cool.
There you go.
There's no PvP, and you buy gear with in-game currency, and you can just buy the best gear, and the game is super easy.
But like, does
I feel
that
like-
does
You
that
don't have
hurt
to.
you?
Yeah, it hurts my experience.
Why?
I feel like it dilutes it because a big part of like those kinds of MMO games is the fact that you get to be like, look how cool I am with my gear.
Yeah.
And if somebody is able to pay to attain that, then it kind of like it cheapens your.
But you know they paid
know?
for it though, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
really,
but
how does that affect you?
Didn't you just describe
How
like
do you
Maple
know? How
Story?
do you know
But
they
imagine
paid for it, though?
imagine a Maple Story you could buy gear, right?
Mhm.
So like that would affect me because like why am I working so hard?
Working, you're playing the game.
No, I'm working.
No,
The,
you
the,
play-
the,
In
just-
Maple Story, it's work.
the enjoyment comes from being better than other people. Like
Wait, but
not
using that
killing the
logic-
mushrooms.
Using that logic, is any convenience item pay to win too? Then.
Well,
And
yeah.
10% XP scroll, is that pay to win?
It's a balancing
10%
act.
No.
Yeah, well, it's
It's
not.
a- whoa,
It's not pay to
whoa,
win,
whoa.
but it's a balancing act.
Tell me, why is that not pay to win?
So-
It's marginal.
Because pay to win, again, pay to win refers to you're basically buying victory.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
but
an
if you're
experience
buying,
level doesn't buy victory.
Yeah,
Pay, it's more of you're making it's a convenience purchase.
It's pay to
for
speed
the
up,
journey.
not to win. Like winning is getting to the end goal. You know.
Hold on. But it speeds you up to the end goal, right?
Okay, so imagine a fat kid has like $1,000 Nike shoes, and but I'm just better runner than him.
Too bad Nike shoes don't make you run any faster. Regardless.
Well, whatever. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
you
with
clearly haven't worn the new Nike
like,
shoes.
I bet you I can grind faster to like level 100 in Maple Story today than like a new player who buys like a 50% experience scroll.
you know what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But my point is, listen.
If knowledge
what
can
is the
overcome it,
difference?
if
What is
knowledge
the
can
difference?
overcome it, then it's not pay to win.
What? But what is the difference if somebody buys like a weapon in the game that's
Okay.
with cash, or you buy a 50% XP boost? They both get to the win condition faster. They both defeat the end boss faster, don't they?
No, that's not true.
Of course it does. Two
No.
players who have never played the game before, okay? One buys a new sword that's OP, okay?
Okay, level 200 sword, let's say level 1.
Yeah, and one buys like 100% XP boost.
Okay.
They both one-shot the early stuff anyway, all right? And it's not like completely broken. It's better than everything else in that level. It grows
Well,
with
again,
you.
there's imagine like I can buy level 20 sword, right? For money, but the ones that drop at level 30 are still better. That's fine.
No. Let's say you have a sword that grows with you, okay? It's always
Oh.
50% better than the best sword
Okay,
at your
that's
level.
stupid then.
But is it pay to win now?
Yeah, it's approaching it.
Okay, I mean, I have a very strict definition of pay to win. In my mind, I don't care if somebody can buy power in a game where there's no PvP. It doesn't affect my
it's-
enjoyment of the game.
Okay, but
If
then
it's end game, then I feel like it's a problem. If it's not
So then-
end game, then it's kind of whatever.
exactly. If it's not end game, it's fine with me. Then because then it's convenience. Because
But
like
why?
I said,
It doesn't hurt
Again,
you.
It depends on the win state, though.
The win state is in your mind, okay? If you play, there is no real win state.
yeah, but
That's
okay,
fine.
but
That's a fair argument.
You're getting
but-
abstract now. Like, would you
No,
play
not-
Maple Story? Would you play a private server for Maple Story by yourself, and then give yourself
Sure.
weapon? No, you wouldn't. You
Why?
get bored in a day or less than a day.
Well, yeah, sure. A lot of people do that though. They play in private servers with faster XP rates and stuff.
Oh, no, I'm saying a private server local, just you.
Just you.
Yeah, of course. I do it for a little while. Trial
Yeah,
this shit out.
like 5 minutes.
no,
Like,
no, more than that. People do it.
no, just to sandbox, like what
Yeah,
their character or
sandbox,
whatever.
yeah.
Okay, but they don't. Then they go back to the real server and grind because it's a competition. Even in a PVE game, the competition, like wow, imagine like the top guilds, right, that do raids and things,
Yes.
and they spend like hours every day.
Mhm.
Imagine another guild could just pay $10,000 to Blizzard and it says world first. This guild, just because they pay it.
But they're not doing that. I just said the weapon is like 50% better than the best gear that drops at their level.
Well,
In
okay,
my
fine.
example.
So then the guild who buys that
Outside
would
the
just
scope.
kill it right away, right, first
Okay,
try.
and then the other guild can be the world's first without paying, and then that's
it would
in-
cheapen
in
it.
players' eyes. That would mean more than the guild that
Yeah,
paid.
but again, it would cheapen the experience exactly. Just like pay to win cheapens experience.
Is Candy Crush pay to win?
It's pay to play.
Candy
No, it's
Crush
not.
is
Free to
that's
play.
not comparable. That's just
No, Candy Crush, you have a certain number of lives, and then if you go through them, you have
Yeah.
to buy more.
Or you can wait till they refresh.
But again,
Right.
knowledge.
Okay.
I think I might be conceited, but I think I'm smarter than the average Candy Crush player. So if I played
Regular
it,
Schopenhauer over here.
I wouldn't get stuck on the puzzles. So I wouldn't need all those lies. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Question to the viewers: right? How do you guys view pay to win? Is a game that has no PvP, but they sell straight up like gear in the cash store, which is like better than the gear in the game. Like, is that really pay to win?
So-
who are you beating?
So I think I gave a good my definition, and I think if you guys agree with me, let me know. If you don't, if you see my point of view, let me know. Basically, if knowledge and skill can overcome it, it's not pay to win. If
Okay,
knowledge and
hold on,
skill
hold on.
cannot
You're
overcome
wrong.
it, PvP
Your
or
example
PvE,
sucks.
it's pay to win.
Your example sucks. Here's
Why?
why. Listen, very carefully, guys. Counter-Strike Go. Let's say you have an M4 that does 1 more damage than my M4.
Yeah.
Guess what? Yours is OP, isn't yours just better, pay to win? But guess what? Knowledge and skill overcome it.
Okay.
The pro player will always beat you. Even if your M4 did double damage, he'll still beat you.
Okay, exactly. So at the high end, when people are even, because it's a skill match game, you know, like it matches people against your skill.
Every game has some skill.
No.
Let's play on MMO. You can buy up to 1,000.
Okay, we're playing MOBA, right?
Okay.
If I queue ranked, I play against people my skill. In that case, if you can buy a better gun, then it's pay to win. But if I'm playing like a normal bracket against noobs, I'll use my pistol and they can use whatever they want. I'll beat them, you know, because it's casual.
We'll drop this pretty quickly. One last thing I want to say. So back to Maple Story. Let's say you can pay for that 50% XP boost. That's pay to win now, isn't it? Of people of your equal skill level. The guy's also pro. Remember you say you can level faster than other people? You're playing with somebody your skill level. He can grind just as fast.
Well, it's not end game. It's not end game. It's convenience to the end game.
He gets to the win condition faster, doesn't he?
No. The win game is the win condition. No. Maple Story. The levels matter less when you get to high end. Like a level 180 could be better than a level 200.
Fine. Twice as much drop rate.
What?
His drop rate goes double. Is that pay to win now?
It's more approaching it if he has to farm for like a certain gear. It's a medium. It's like a spectrum.
You keep dancing around the issue.
No, I'm not dancing.
Yes,
we're not.
It's either pay
we're not getting anywhere. This is one of those questions where you gotta like.
I think you have a very primitive definition.
Formulate your thoughts.
I think you have a very primitive definition of pay to win.
Editorial is what I'm saying.
Alright, I'm just curious where everybody else stands on the issue because it's clearly a big issue for a lot of people.
I have my own definition I incorporate in reviews as well. So it seems like we're all operating from a different.
It's like pornography. I know it when I see it.
You know when you see it, all right.
I love that.
It's pretty obvious when you're looking at pornography, right? There's no special ability you got there.
No one says, "Is that pornography?"
Actually, that line is actually from a Supreme Court ruling. It was about art versus pornography.
Right.
And then the Supreme Court justice said, "I know it when I see it." That's pornography.
Was that Scalia?
I don't know which one it was, but it's from a Supreme Court case.
It's when he gets a boner. All right, it gives it away. The whole court will know it. All right. Well, moving on.
Let's transition. Crowfall. If anyone's been following Crowfall, the pre-alpha testing.
I hate that term, pre-alpha. It just makes me angry to hear pre-alpha.
I just want to here's the video. I just want to point out that one of the designers definitely looks like he listens to Smash Mouth and loves Guy Ferrari on the Food Network. But
it's very specific.
Wow.
I can't get it past.
I know
what I'm talking about.
I know he
totally thinks he's a superstar and's got to get his game on and drinks Gatorade. But their pre-alpha has started. They're only testing combat. I think this game was only kickstarted back in January, I want to say, of this year. So it's a pretty quick turnaround. But they have a battle arena called the Hunger Dome because they have the most creative minds brainstorming their own terms. And it's just combat. It's a death match where you'll get to test 3 classes. Or archetypes, as they're called. And the test will run for the Knight, Confessor, and the Legionnaire.
Centaur is one, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you signed up for a Founders Pack, if you decided to fund the game because you were swooned, in about 24 hours you should be getting an email. But it's going to go by first come, first serve. So if you signed up first, you'll get it first. And it should only be about 50 to 100 players per group at a time. And I think they also said testing's only going to be for about an hour each time, so you have a small window of opportunity right now.
This is the worst video I've ever seen.
I know.
It's just guys talking. If I didn't know what Crowfall was, I couldn't even guess it was about a video game.
Good thing the title says Crowfall Combat Chat.
Yeah, but that could just be like it could be like an octagon, like a fighting match or something they're just talking about. I have no idea it's a video game.
I really thought it was going to be a discussion of Smash Mouth's
I think the reason you see that is because there really isn't that much gameplay footage out there.
Yeah.
The game is very primitive right now.
Actually, if you do go to the blog post on the website, which we'll include in the link, they do show you the arena that they've designed, but the environments are still very crude. This is still a very early development. When they say pre-alpha, they mean
They actually mean pre-alpha, yeah.
This isn't some early access pre-alpha where...
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's like in the engine still, like I see like a video with grids and stuff, like white grids.
Yep.
And, yeah, it's pretty cool.
You can see very little gameplay there. Wait, there's really very little gameplay right now. It's genuinely in development still. They raised about 1.6 million, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So is this that game with the like instanced like worlds for each player?
I'm actually not sure.
That sounds like Guild Wars.
No. I think this is it. Look, if you look at the preview page we have up, it's one of the key features or something.
I thought this game's big draw was that it was PvP.
Yeah, but there's like worlds like that last for X amount of time, and then everyone goes to those.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, something like
You're
that.
right.
It's kind of cool.
There
I
are
think-
instance worlds, and the instance worlds are not persistent,
Yeah.
and they reset after win conditions are met in a PvP match.
Yeah.
It's gonna be buy to play, so I do like that. About $50. But this game, again, if you're interested in this game, I expect at least another 2 years of development minimum.
This seems like a very ambitious game to me. It seems. I mean, I wish him luck, but it just seems very optimistic to me. Like very ambitious.
Well, in other news, we have another pretty recent game coming out. Otherland. You guys remember that game?
Yes.
It was supposed to come out earlier, but the early access got delayed till I think September 8th. I think it was supposed to come out like this week, but apparently they did delay it. I mean, let me find the video for that real quick. It's on Steam right now too.
The reason why it was delayed is because they only had European servers,
Mhm.
and so due to overwhelming demand, they were setting up U.S. side servers to compensate. So they're waiting for a ubiquitous release.
It sounds like an excuse to me. It was something else, but I'll
Maybe.
accept it.
The game's
September
based
10th.
on a series of science fiction novels,
Cyberpunk.
I believe by Tad Williams, if I'm getting that name right.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. It's kind of pulling that Sword Art Online, where it's a virtual world inside a video game. So with that kind of setup, though, you can get away with anything.
And it
Yeah,
looks really cool. If you look at the trailer, like the sci-fi settings are definitely unique. You don't see again every MMORPG these days is pretty much fantasy. So you got a nice sci-fi twist over here.
I think
Of course, I'm a sucker for sci-fi, so I'll be playing.
this
at
is
least
why
initially.
sci-fi is my favorite genre because, like Sean was saying, in sci-fi you can do anything. You could just have like a computer
Yes.
terminal where your character plays a fantasy MMORPG, and you just
That's some meta shit right there.
you know what I'm saying. You
Hence
just
the
launch
holodeck.
exactly. So like that's why I think if I make a game or if I'm involved in a game project, it'll be sci-fi just because from there you can go anywhere you want.
Of course.
So this is like the Matrix Online or something?
This looks a little. I don't know. I got a little bit of Second Life vibes from some of the sci-fi dancing environments over here.
Mm-hmm.
The game was announced like
Second
4 years
Life.
ago. Like it's been in development for a long time, so it had quite a bit of ups
That's
and downs.
that's usually a bad sign.
But it's actually coming out on September 10th.
Why is
That
that
is
a bad
the
sign,
goal.
though?
I mean because
They've changed developers, I think, a couple times already.
A lot of
I-
games have taken years to develop, and now we just hear about it as soon as it's announced.
yeah, but
like
like
just announced a while ago originally.
but like I feel like games are kind of like equipment or cars. If they sit too long, they decay. They start to rot.
Fair enough.
I like that example. It's a good
Fair enough
example.
analogy.
This is an observation.
I want
We
to say
will have a
also.
review for this
It was-
as soon as it
yeah.
comes out.
I want to say this is the developer behind the game, Drago Entertainment. That sounds pretty cool. But they said it's going to be one of the most, if not the most complete early access titles on Steam. So they're not like
Ugh.
shitting
They have
around.
it. They have it all these years, right? So.
Yeah. So when they say early access, they do expect a functional game. I mean, a lot of games will say, "Oh, we're early access. Forgive us for everything." They're telling you straight up that almost all the core features are already in. So it's more like an open beta, actually than
I was gonna say
Release.
these, like you were saying, the Second Life thing. From the trailers, this looks more like a social, virtual world experience than just strictly a game so far to me.
I think it's going to be a game though.
Yeah.
No, it definitely is.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. Like, too many MMORPGs today don't feel like they have any substance, like any game world to them.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love the environments in this
Yeah,
game. I
these
love
floating,
awesome.
these floating chess pieces, guys.
You know it's sci-fi when they're floating chess pieces. There's player housing as well, but it does the instance player housing. It looks like everyone's got their own house and their own space, which I don't like that. I want my player housing to be persistent.
That avoids the problem that's in with ArcAge and other games when
Yeah,
servers have to merge.
It avoids the problem. You're right, but it also destroys the immersion of player housing. I want my house to mean something. Or I want some prime real estate outside of town. Okay?
I'm all about that persistent world housing.
You want
I
that
get it.
ultimate online experience?
Yes.
Yeah, even Star Wars Galaxies had it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, here's a fun fact, guys. Somebody said Matrix earlier. Did you know that there actually was a Matrix online MMORPG?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking
Oh.
about.
Yeah, it didn't last long though.
No. Actually, there's a game I just reviewed that's it's like the Matrix video game format. It did really well on Steam. It's called Double Action. It was a ton of fun. It's one of the few games that does slow-mo. Oh, let's get a video.
Double Action Boogaloo.
Double Action Boogaloo.
I love the name Boogaloo.
Yeah, that just refers to a certain development stage, so it does going to see development.
All right. One little thing on the Matrix, I do want to say, first movie was awesome. The next two sucked dick. What do you guys say? Where do you guys stand on that one?
Yeah, definitely for sure.
Completely agree.
They were alright. Like,
What?
They didn't suck total. I mean, okay.
No, the big fat one.
Compared to the first one, they sucked dick, but they were still like. I mean, they're still at least like a 5 or 6.
If I could delete them from my memory, I would. Like,
I think if they weren't Matrix, they'd be a 5 or 6. But the fact that they were Matrix and like it kind of like
that's what I mean.
they
It's like,
shat on the franchise.
Yeah.
The first one was so good that it was like, you know.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Just remember that when Neo's in the Matrix and he gets hurt, for some reason he gets hurt outside the Matrix.
They explained that, all right? They explained that.
They did not explain
They
that.
explained
This was
it, all
a
right?
nebulous explanation.
Okay,
It's
was
like, because the brain believes that he's
Yes.
getting hurt, has to hurt himself. That's so
Yeah.
stupid. It's
That's
so
what-
stupid.
Yo,
His
VR is
brain
dangerous.
causes his body to rupture. So we can expect in
Pretty-
VR when you
That's a pretty
use
common
the
thing, though, and it's a pretty common like trope or whatever.
the
Where
holodeck, all right? With the safety turned off, you know? How does that make
D&D
sense?
even has that.
Well, that's like the light is actually cutting you then, right? Like the holographic.
Right.
Yeah, that's not in your mind.
some BS Star Trek technological explanation.
When you're in the Matrix,
Like
all right?
in
Yeah.
D&D, you can do that too. You can create such realistic illusions that people actually get hurt by them.
All right, see?
We actually have an article, an editorial coming out. Will VR hurt you? So stay tuned.
Ooh.
Will it hurt you?
A nice
The
tie-in,
answer is
nice.
Gumby, give us a TLDR. Does it hurt you? Yes or no?
No. The only people it's going to hurt are the ones who believe that virtual reality is reality. And you have a psychological problem if that's the case. At
Do you
this
think-
state development of VR.
VR. Do you think we'll ever be in a state where like we'll just like wake up with like the VR goggles on and we just never move all day and we get fed through
No.
tubes?
No.
Why? I'm talking like 100 years down the road. I'm a visionary, all right?
You're visionary, huh?
Yeah.
I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
No, I don't think so either.
We
I think
went
you
on
overestimate it.
we went on this Ferris wheel ride. It's the world's biggest Ferris wheel in Vegas to show our cousins here. And I feel like that experience can be emulated very well on a VR experience.
Sure, because it's a stagnant. It's
Yes.
everything else around you is moving.
Yes, and you just
Because you don't have to move. That's
perfect.
the one thing about VR is like largely when you use it, you're gonna be sitting at your desk with a controller or a keyboard. You're not in an environment. You're only tricking 2 senses.
Mhm.
So yeah, things where you don't move, like a roller coaster or a Ferris wheel, yeah, that's gonna be the breadwinner.
I think
Or the guillotine simulator.
I think the reality of VR for the first few years of commercial release will be a big disappointment to people who are all the techies that are doing the tech demos right now, because all the tech demos are on like these $3,000 specialty equipment. They're like very guided like tours, you know, like on rails. So like just like games coming out today don't really look too much, most of them don't look too much better than the games like a couple of years ago. Because so it's for the same reason, the VR games that come out are not going to be uber immersive realistic games for the
Yeah,
first
I
few
agree.
years. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going to be like these stupid like cut the tomatoes or whatever, like in this cartoon world. Like
I think they will still be sensational because it's going to be nobody's jaded to the experience yet. Just like when movies first came out, people were going crazy to go see a movie in the 1890s.
but
Then
think-
you get habituated.
I think it's going to be more like Wii. Like it's going to be a gimmick for a few years.
But a
I
lot
disagree.
of the push behind VR has been gaming. Like again, Steam with HTC Vive and even the original Oculus. Did they say like their drive was gaming?
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you keep that mentality in mind, I think it's going to move pretty quick.
I hope so.
Gamers are also a more open-minded audience who are also more technologically savvy than the
Yes.
general public.
I mean,
On
So
the-
they're
that
much
note-
more likely to accept the
Yeah.
new tech.
HTC Vive got delayed till next year, unfortunately.
oh, what a surprise.
Yeah.
I'd
so
rather see that happen though. I knew it was too soon. I knew that it was all too soon.
we're not
Everything
gonna,
good gets delayed.
right?
So sad.
Like I never really care when like games get delayed, but like I'm more excited about the hardware. I feel like I was pretty excited about it. I'm still excited about VR. I'm hopeful. I'm very hopeful about VR.
I think it's still a couple years away before anything.
Okay. Are you more excited about VR or like when the bullshit 3D TVs came in? Like did anybody
Oh,
care
no one
about
cares
3D
about
TVs?
it. Yeah, no one cares about
Or the
that.
4K
No.
TVs?
4K?
Fucking useless.
My next
If you
TV.
want 4K,
my-
why not?
Yeah, my next TV will be 4K if I buy next time I buy a TV. I mean, probably
Love
still
a
years
4K.
away.
What are you more excited about? 4K TVs or VR?
Well, VR in the same way I'm excited about like spaceships. Like it's just like it's cooler, but like
No, come on.
No, but
VR
this is
much more
attainable.
realistic than spaceships.
It's happening soon.
Spaceships ain't happening.
Let's say next year. We got like 8K TVs coming out next year. Let's say, okay.
8K?
Let's say.
But
Would
here's the
you
problem.
care at all about that? I wouldn't.
But here's the thing: computers can't run VR or 8K TVs right now.
Computers, high-end computers can today. All right.
You also can't replicate field of view.
Yeah, like we're gonna have. I'm telling you, the games that come out for VR are gonna be like cooking and stuff, like mini games.
Alien Isolation's already been demonstrated.
There are already games announced
You know
exclusively
what the big
for
problem too
VR.
is that VR with your eyesight doesn't track your pupils. It tracks your full head motion. So that's already kind of
All right.
Well, here's the thing: games made for VR have a chance of being immersive,
voxel knots.
but I don't think games that got converted or whatever
Oh yeah, I get that.
will feel bleh in the world, like in the
I
virtual.
mean, well, I hope you're proved wrong on this one. I do.
I tried it on. I was still very impressed. I mean, obviously, it was a
You
very,
had a very
guided
curated,
experience.
exactly, a curated experience,
It was awesome. Even just like the basics, like literally when you're just popping balloons and shit, that felt like amazing.
That actually disappoints me, like when you say stuff like that, because that's what I'm thinking is going to happen for the first few years.
But-
I'm
but it
going to
works
be
so
chopping
well.
potatoes and popping
Yes,
balloons.
yes,
I don't want to chop
agree,
potatoes
you
and pop balloons.
You could be chopping potatoes. You could be chopping those potatoes and popping those balloons.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I'll chop some potatoes.
Hell yeah! All right.
I mean,
Cheers.
Play
Cheers. You
chivalry.
be chopping some. You be chopping up some hell yeah 3D potatoes. All right.
Dude, right?
Some VR potatoes.
Imagine like the future of education, like teaching people
We're
how to
so
cook.
far
I mean,
away.
it's so
we're
much better.
dreaming. Dreaming is coming.
That's see that
All right.
those types of things I think are very far away.
Just think about the porn.
The way technology seeps into
The
the rest
porn,
of society.
The
Yo, the
porn is the good
hentai,
stuff.
the mother knows breast, the sex to credit.
Bible Black classic.
The hills have size.
Credit.
The hills have size. Well, who's that? The hills have eyes.
Awful.
They're such good names. What else was there? The Duchess of Busty Mound. It's a winner of a name right there.
Well,
Are you just looking at your DVD rack?
Well, we're past the hour. I just want to quickly cover one more topic before we go, and that's
Okay.
some player base for some of these free to play games, or MMOs in general, not really free to play. So a while back, Final Fantasy XIV announced that they had 5 million registered accounts.
Mhm.
So I think it's a very deceptive number, registered accounts, like that
Yes.
Mine's
terminology.
still registered. I don't play.
Yeah, exactly. So, and now compare that to a free-to-play game like Trove. Trove announced they have 1 million monthly active users. How much?
That's impressive.
How much more impressive is that?
It's much more impressive.
Well, I think Final Fantasy is around 500 to 750,000 paying subscribers every month right now, which is still pretty impressive.
Well, here's the thing: they
Yeah.
stopped announcing that number a while back. So
like
they
earlier
used-
this year they announced.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but they haven't announced it since.
It's been going down. That means
Exactly. It's probably a bad sign, right?
Trove has been a huge success for Trion though. That's been like one of the gems of free to play lately. It's been doing super well.
Mhm.
And we'll
Never
see how much
give it-
money that makes next year because I know Super Data will probably release their article on the most profitable games next year, and we'll see how much it made. It might make the list. Who knows?
Who knows?
It's all cash shop, right? Because it's free to play.
Yeah.
So is it cosmetic or is it pay to win?
It is Trion, but I'm not sure. Sure. Have you played? We played
She
Trove
did the
yet?
video.
She did the
Trove,
video.
yeah, I did the video. Remember?
Was there any? Was it pay to win?
I mean, I played at the very beginning, so I mean, I'm not
All right, all right.
100% sure on that one. But
There's no
um,
PvP in the game anyway, so again, by my
Oh, then
definition,
never mind.
I think a
Never
lot of
mind,
it was
of
you
course.
could buy classes because you only start with one, and you can kind of change.
it's all aesthetics apparently, so it's not pay to win. It's legit.
So
That's good, right?
let's do our little a sort of weekly ritual to look at the Korean PC land stats.
All right, give us the link.
So
Let's
here's the
go.
link. This week, the original StarCraft went up a ranking. So did Diablo 3. So Diablo 3 is number 5 right now, and
Probably patch for it,
a
that's
huge
right.
new
Patch
patch.
came out,
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you guys? I kind of want to try Diablo 3 again. It's been a while.
I'm always down for D3 if there's a group playing.
Yo, D2.
No. No more grind at D2.
Dude, if you guys want to do a Sunday fun day of Diablo 3, I've legit haven't actually played it.
Really? You're missing out.
Yeah,
Solid
so
game.
I could give a solid reaction, to the game.
Yo, look at League of Legends on this list. 40%. All right.
Well, you know,
Get
what would be
wrecked.
fun for. I don't think the beginning would be fun for Sunday Funday because it's just like
Yeah.
grinding the story. But if we all have level 60s, we could do like one rift together or something.
70s.
70s, whatever
Yeah.
it is. So we could do like one
How
rift.
long does that take?
Oh,
though?
We'll find you an account.
All right.
Yeah, we could probably find you a
Yeah.
account. That's true.
So like, how much does one rift take? Like 10 minutes or something, Sean? Do you remember?
I mean, with the new patch, everything's a little different with Rift, so I'm not sure.
Okay,
So we'll find out.
That'd be a quick. 'Cause then that way, at least people can see what the end game is in Diablo, which is just grinding rifts.
Well, League of Legends #1, Dungeon Fighter Online #6. Did you guys know how popular Dungeon Fighter Online is in China? Shu and Sean.
I remember it was pretty big.
It's like 63% of Nexon's revenues. Dungeon Fighter Online
Holy
in China.
shit.
Like Nexon is a Dungeon Fighter company, right? Everything else is just like extra, all right? It's a rounding error. It makes all of its money from Dungeon Fighter Online in China. That's it. Just like
It's
Lineage.
crazy how it went down here for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because
Yeah,
nobody
it's
plays in
pretty
America.
crazy.
It's such a small market. Lineage makes more money for NCSoft than Lineage 2, WildStar, Guild Wars, Aeon, all those games combined too. So power of old games.
No, one thing to think about is maybe that has to do with people and their equipment. Right,
Come on,
there's
Korea and
far
China
bigger
are not-
market.
Korea's not poor. Korea's got money.
China though.
All right,
China,
all right.
though.
But Lineage makes all their money in Korea.
Okay.
Speaking of NCSoft, do you know you need a CD key to try the closed beta for WildStar free to play?
Really?
How weird is that?
No.
That is weird. Why?
It's like a multi-year-old game now, and they're going free to play, and it's still selling the game. But if you want to beta the free to play version, you gotta somehow get a key.
Very odd.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I actually been watching that because I actually want to try the open beta for WildStar. Because I never played WildStar.
Mhm.
So that's what
Interesting.
That's what I want to try.
Well, I'm gonna do a first lookup video as soon as it goes free to play.
Maybe you can try to get a key and do it
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know it's in the closed beta
Yeah.
testing. All right. Well, that is this week. Any final thoughts?
I'm gonna be playing a lot of Metal Gear Solid, so.
Oh yeah, you got a
Yeah.
PS4?
No,
It's
it's
on
for
Steam now.
PC.
Oh, is it really? I didn't even
Yeah.
know. Let me Google this.
Let me Google that shit.
I
Steam,
already
right?
I have it
Steam?
installed. Steam, yeah.
Yeah, it's out. Everyone's playing it right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
schnackers.
I'm gonna be grumbling about more Founders Packs, all right? Freaking $150 Founders
Oh,
Packs for
there's
a
only-
freaking
there's only
free-to-play
one-
game.
Grumbler around here.
You know, I gotta make some more videos on my Looking for Love series, all right? That shit's awesome.
Just look
That's
for love
actually a
in
really,
everything
really
you do.
good series.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
smart.
You gotta watch this 8-minute video on my
Yeah, I'm
adventure.
gonna watch it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
But link it to me after. On
Yeah. All right.
All right. GG.
Later, guys.
All right. Take care.
See ya.
See you guys.
Oh, that was same time. Jinx, you both lose, I win. GG, well played.